On Valorant, when you let go of your movement key instead of counter-strafing, your movement velocity will stop in 8 frames, which is far less than the 22 frames it takes when letting go of a movement key on Counter-Strike. So should you counter-strafe on Valorant? Well, I personally counter-strafe in every fight that I take as a top Radiant player, and almost every pro player that I know personally does this as well. But why is it so important to counter-strafe? And why is there so many people saying that it is not needed? Before we get any further into today's video, I'd just like to let you guys know that I'm going to be giving away a free Valorant Battle Pass to one person who likes this video and comments their free cash username in the comment section below. And I actually personally earned this gift card by using free cash myself. If you're interested, there's a lot of different ways for you to earn Valorant gift cards by doing things like playing bingo. All you have to do for this task is to reach level 100 and you'll instantly make $54. Or if you want something quicker, you can do this TikTok task where all you need to do is join TikTok and just like that you'll make $2. I currently have over $100 that I've earned on free cash, and on average it only takes users 17 minutes to get their first withdrawal. Once you've earned enough on free cash to withdraw, just select Valorant and pick the price of gift card you want and it'll instantly show up. Next, hop on Valorant and go to prepaid codes and redeem it, and just like that, you can get yourself some free skins. If you want to try free cash today, join now from the link in the description or pinned comment for a chance to open up a gift box worth up to $250. So it is important to note that as of patch 6.11, there was a change to error power, which has now made guns less accurate while moving, essentially nerfing run and gun or making movement and accuracy punish you even more. Now, in case any of you guys don't know what counter-strafing is, I'm just going to break it down really quickly, the fundamentals of it itself. Essentially, it's the whole concept of, since there's a slight period of time after letting go of your movement key that your character model will still move, counter-strafing instead will just bring you to a complete stop instantly. Counter-strafing can be a very useful technique. Counter-strafing involves quickly tapping the opposite movement key to bring your agent to an instant stop before shooting, and this helps reset the accuracy of your weapon and allows for more precise shots. By counter-strafing, you take advantage of the game's mechanics to improve your shooting accuracy while you are strafing. It's particularly effective when peeking corners or taking fights, as it minimizes the time it takes for your shots to become accurate. I would just like to say that I do think counter-strafing is helpful in certain aspects of Valorant and becomes more necessary the higher rank you get. It's definitely a bigger deal on games like Counter-Strike, but I personally believe that if you can master this skill, you will be able to put yourself ahead of 95% of Valorant players. Now, most people don't know this, but movement is actually a part of aiming in TAC FPS games. Understanding the movement mechanics to the highest level will allow you to passively aim. And passive aim is a skill where you actually use your crosshair placement and your movement to aim for you. For example, with good crosshair placement, I could literally strafe around and still be able to headshot these bots, and this is because movement and aiming go hand in hand. Having good movement also allows for you to be a much harder target to hit, which allows you not to have to overcommit to fights, which is one of the biggest problems that lower ranked players will struggle with. Here is a great example of how I use good crosshair placement and counter-strafing to get a nice quick 4K while barely even having to move my mouse. To break it down what I did, since I have a high level understanding of counter-strafing and crosshair placement, as I peeked out of market, I had my crosshair about where I thought an enemy would be, and I also instinctively counter-strafed before taking the shot, because I understand the timing of the counter-strafe, and if you notice, my bullets are all accurate. And if you also notice, I only had to slightly micro adjust and move my mouse when I was compensating for the recoil of the Vandal. And this is how you incorporate good movement and good crosshair placement to get easy clips like this. Now, I constantly tell my viewers to turn the shooting error graph setting on so you can visually see when you have movement inaccuracy. The blue bars mean you are inaccurate because you are moving, and the yellow bar means that you didn't have any movement inaccuracy. But I had a ton of my viewers say that they turned this setting on and never actually looked at it. So while you are learning to counter-strafe, we are going to turn on the movement error setting in our crosshair settings. I'll leave the crosshair code that I'm using for this one in the description for you guys in case you want to use mine. But with this, you can very clearly see on your screen when you are moving, your crosshair gap gets larger, so when it's together, you can very easily tell when you aren't being affected by your movement inaccuracy. Now I made a quick routine for you guys to help you improve your counter strafing. First, just look at the wall and just practice strafing from left to right and one tapping the wall. Only use your A and D keys, don't even touch your W and S keys. Do this very slowly but precisely and keep doing this until you feel comfortable. Once you feel like you have a basic understanding of counter strafing, then you're going to try to speed it up and just continue to practice this mechanic. After you feel ready, turn on eliminate 100 bots and just strafe around while again only using your A and D key and one tapping the bots. Focus on your movement for this part, as we want this to become something that you can do without having to think about it. After this, we're going to go to the spike planning scenario and put it on hard difficulty. This is going to be quite hard until you figure out how to use your strafing to individually clear the angles and isolate the fights. If you're unable to complete this on hard, try doing it on medium difficulty instead until you can get the hang of it. After that, we're going to hop into a deathmatch and try to only focus on taking fights using our A and D key. Try your best not to use your W and S keys if possible, so you can get in the habit of only using your strafing keys when taking fights. This is, in my opinion, the strongest use of effectively counter strafing, which is being able to pre-fire the common angles. With good crosshair placement, you can effectively pre-aim an angle and then simply just counter strafe to pre-fire a common angle where you think that an enemy might be playing. It's really strong against operators, and it makes you almost impossible to hit. Since Valorant also has peeker's advantage like every TAC FPS game also does, when you pre-fire these common angles, it will make it look like you're literally cheating to them because of how fast that they die, and if done properly, it won't even give them a single chance to react. Once you think that you have mastered counter strafing, we're going to move on to what we call deadzoning. The simplest way to explain what deadzoning is essentially when you use the small window of time when you counter strafe to shoot and instantly continue your movement. This allows for you to stay a moving target at all times, and it's a mechanic that you're going to see top level pro players abuse. It goes hand in hand with burst strafing, which is what we're about to teach you how to do. To burst strafe, essentially you want to strafe one way and then counter strafe, but instead of coming fully to a stop, you want to change directions with your opposite movement key that you're pressing and use that small window of time to shoot a burst of 2 to 3 bullets. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really do hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you're one of the people who thinks they need some coaching to help them rank up, I do free coaching on stream at twitch.tv/remvalorant. If you're interested in being coached, simply join my Discord. That link is in the description. And go to the hashtag VOD submissions channel and submit a VOD. I'll try to get to it on stream, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section if this video helped you out or if you think I could have done something better.